all of practice. We didn't do anything live, but you know, he looked good at what he can do. He's in there getting treatment right now, and every indication is should be good to go practice tomorrow. We'll see. It would be modified still, but hopefully he'll be able to play once weekend comes. And then Marcus did not practice. Marcus is still pretty sore, so we'll see where that leads us. I don't have any update on timelines or anything like that.
Like a transition phase into the playoffs, or is it just an extension of the regular season?
That's a good question. I mean, it happens so fast, you know. Depending on when we play. I mean, we could play Saturday at noon or Sunday, or we don't know yet. But ultimately, you have to be ready for anything. And I think the uniqueness of our situation and Indiana's situation, we both share it, is that we've known who we're going to play. So a lot of our, focus over the last week has been on making sure that we feel great, but also are well prepared for when that time comes. And it does hit you really quick. And but this is the really meaningful time of the year to be playing, and I think you always feel fortunate to be a part of that.
Right, you could potentially play these guys 9 times over the course of the month.
Yeah.
At what point does the preparation kind of go out the window?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that when you talk about preparation, it's not just about the other team. It's about doing what you do best and really honing in on the techniques and details of what you want to do, and being able to, so you can enter the game playing with fresh legs and a clear mind, and you're ready to compete. So we'll do the appropriate amount, but focus on us as well, and go from there. Series are long series, and you're right. You can play them up to 9 times, and last year I think we played Milwaukee 8 times when you consider our April 4th game. In the course of 3 weeks, you're certainly alert to the other team by then, right? But this is going to be a battle. These guys are tough, and our guys know that.
Coach, you saw Kyrie a couple times as an opposing coach in the playoffs. What do you remember about those series and kind of preparing for what he brings to the table?
First of all, he's obviously a great player, and but he's a great player in January. He's a great player in April. He's a great player in October. He's just a great player. We had the stretch I remember the most was we found a way to win Game 3 in Cleveland, and then we're up 16 in Game 4 with I think in the second quarter he starts feeling it a little in the second, and then his third quarter was just insane, and then took any hope away from us of coming back at the start of the third quarter at home in Game 5. I just think he's got the ability to go on those runs and make tough shots. Inevitably in the playoffs, it becomes very important to be able to make a play that isn't there. And we have a great deal of faith and trust in him. And at the same time, I think that everybody, we've got a lot of guys that are excited again for this opportunity and excited to all put our best foot forward to help our team win.
We all know that how much it hurt for him to have to watch it last season and not be able to participate. How excited are you for him to finally be able to get this time of the year?
Him and Gordon both, those guys both missing some of the regular season, all of it in Gordon's case, but then missing the playoffs is hard, and Tice as well. So there's a lot of guys in that boat for us, and we'll have to. I know those guys are looking forward to competing.
Right there, Indy's very physical. Going back to the prior question, you got a few guys here that are also physical but emotional as well. What part of the preparation is avoiding getting caught up in that, losing emotional control?
Well, I think you have to be able to do that in any game, but certainly in the playoffs, because if you do lose that control, it can cost you the game, and it could cost you 2 if you're not careful. I think the biggest thing is that Indy is very physical, very tough. But they play the right way. It's not like it's good basketball, and you have to meet good basketball with good basketball. Like you have to make sure your blockouts are great. You have to do a great job in holding your ground. You have to own your space, and you can't expect anything. And I think sometimes when you get caught up in stuff that doesn't matter, it's when you are, for whatever reason, frustrated about something else. And so you just have to stay the course and be tough enough to move on to the next play. And again, do those little things that you can control.